Hey everybody, welcome to Brothers in Bourbon, the internet's first show dedicated to showing you where to get some good bourbon, where to drink some good bourbon, and how to take your drinking game up a level at home. We're here to make the mistakes so you don't have to. Before we get started, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and leave us a comment below for any suggestions you have for bourbons that we should check out. We have Flavio, and we're here at
Printer's Row Wine Shop.
That's right.
Hey, we nailed it.
That's right. What's the address?
719 South Dearborn, South Loop.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So, you guys have been here for several years. Why don't you tell us about the area?
We opened in 2004. It was a pharmacy before then. We sold in 2004 and built out Printer's Row Wine Shop, selecting the finest wines, beers, and spirits that we can find. And it's been a nice almost 16 years. So
Wow.
yeah,
Nice. High five for that.
All right.
But it makes it a little different because you actually taste.
yeah. Well, yeah. I taste all the wine, all the spirits, and some of the beers. I call it my Terrible Tuesday when I sell my reps.
Right.
I've been doing Terrible Tuesdays for about a long time, 14 years of that, and it's fun, but it's important. It's important to make sure you know what your products you're selling. So
Way to take ownership. Right? It's
you
incredible.
got to do it.
You've been here for a long time. You live in the neighborhood just like the rest of us.
That's right.
South Loop, Chicago. Love it.
Yeah.
So what do we have here today? I guess we're going to just jump right into it.
So today we're tasting out the Burning Chair. It is it's actually from California, from winemaker Dave Finney. You might be familiar with him from his wine, The Prisoner. So Dave is a winemaker, and he started making his own spirit line called Savage and Cooke. He's got a couple other brands under that line. But tonight we're doing Burning Chair, and it is a 75% corn. It's 21% rye and 4% malted barley blend. He's got about 4 years minimum on the aging on the whiskey that we're tasting. And then he finishes, the cool part is he finishes his whiskeys in the wine barrels that he's got access to from his wine company. So what you're getting is a polished product that has really unique profile and flavor, and unlike anything else really that you find in Kentucky. And Dave's based out of California. He's got property up in the Anderson Valley, and that's where he sources his water. You're looking at about 88 proof. And with all that being said, the profile on it is very unique, very different, and a real pleasure to drink. I think you guys will really like it.
All right.
Okay, cool.
There's only one way to find out.
Right.
Yeah. All right, so here, I'll go ahead and pour.
Okay. Appreciate it.
You'll notice right away the color just stands out.
A nice amber color. It's very dark too.
Yeah.
So I just love the bottle. You never see where it has this awesome, cool picture on front. That's a little out there, but
It's eye catching.
It's a burning chair.
You see it right away. It's like, whoa, what's that?
So, what was that about the prisoner's cask?
So it's a Cabernet-based wine. It's a blend. It's massive. It's really big. So he finishes his wine. He ages them in New American Oak for a minimum of 4 years, and then he finishes them in either Prisoner or whatever wine barrels he has access to. And he's got access to a lot of stuff. Okay. He's a very successful winemaker in his own right, and this is his whiskey project. So he's able to find the best barrels that suit what he needs, and he finishes his whiskey in wine barrels, which is unique, and you don't see that too much.
Okay.
You're looking at a smooth palate. You get a little vanilla bean, some butterscotch. We talked about, if you
Give it a
smell
little
it. Yep. Little baked apple, some spice.
So, before we actually take a sample, is there like a way that we should be tasting this? Like,
Yeah, I know
he
it's
gave
swirl,
us
though.
one way of giving it, or actually tasting it, that he got from Violet Hour. I was just curious, is from another professional.
Just like wine, smell the bouquet. Mm-hmm. Go for dig into there and see what you get. Similar to wine tasting. drink it. I always taste neat. You never want to dilute. You want the real product first and foremost to be your first experience of the product. So that's what we're doing today.
Okay.
And give it a go.
So just giving it a smell, like I'm smelling the was it brown sugar and like caramel flavors that are in there. So
It almost smells like a wine almost.
It does.
yes.
Then that's that you
profile
can
to it.
It doesn't have that whiskey.
Oh well, cheers.
Cheers first.
Is that a thing? I don't know. A little maple action going on. You can taste kind of a maple syrup thing.
You get that up front.
You can pour it over your pancakes if you know.
Definitely,
You really
it's
want
very
it.
sweet. Yeah.
Yeah, St. Patty's is coming up. I want to give a high five to Flacco because you don't understand how much we disagree on bourbons.
Every bourbon.
Every bourbon we eat.
And this is one of the 1 or 2 times, and we've put down our share where we all agree. This is one of the few times where I think all 3 of us will end up with this on our shelves.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'm taking this one home.
But yeah, so there. But it's one of those times, and very rarely do we do that.
It's very agreeable. It's for anybody out there who wants to just try something for the first time. The Burning Chair, Savage and Cooke, Dave Finney's project. It is easily the smoothest, most approachable. I mean, you talk about dinner parties, having friends over. You want to surprise some friends. You want to turn people on to something that they maybe haven't had before. You know, you're going instead of getting your Buffalo Trace, acting like you're doing something. This fits the bill. This is
I agree.
the absolute conversation starter, party piece. This is what you're bringing. This is going to turn the party on. I mean, it's the profile. I get the same reaction with my customers as well. We taste it out, and everyone says, "Wow, I've had a lot of bourbon that I don't like. Maybe it was the bite, or you can taste the wheat, or how the blend was." But when they taste Burning Chair, it checks all the boxes. It gives it some sweetness. There's proof on it. You get the 88, but it's like that wow moment. And that's for a wow moment, that happens with wine, it happens with beer. You're like, wow, okay. Oh,
Right.
maybe I like bourbon. And there's a few of them out there that, can do that.
So would you see like somebody taking this and actually mixing it into like a old fashioned or like maybe a Manhattan, or would you just recommend just keeping this thing straight? Like I love this flavor profile just straight.
Yeah.
And I rarely actually like to drink my drinks with that.
That's a good point, Kallan, because I think of it as already a cocktail because of all the nuance, all the flavor. For me, it's already a cocktail. You want to throw a piece of ice in there, that's it. You're good. It's going to dilute it. It's only 88, so it's not high proof. You can sip on it all night. You can throw some ice in there, and one cube I would recommend. You don't want to. It's not like blended Scotch. This is and by no means is it in that price range either. I mean, this is mid tier, but it's a cocktail in a glass, and it's delicious.
I agree.
I have to agree. And Kallan's going yes, I have to agree because I'm typically the one that mixes stuff. And I get a lot of heat for that. But this is one. But really?
I mean, you're the one that mixes things. And
He's owning up to it.
Right.
I'm good.
But this is one where I'm like, I could just sip this. I agree. I like the way you put it. It's already a cocktail because of all the nuances that come in there. I totally agree.
Yeah.
I want you to talk a little bit, while you got a great bourbon selection, I want you to talk a little bit about your wine selection, what you carry here.
So we're independently owned, and so what we try to carry are independently owned wine companies all across the world. Stuff that you won't find everywhere, mostly on wine lists. You'll see them in Chicago. You're not going to see them at big box stores. We try to keep it real boutique as far as that goes. Okay. So that's why I deal with multiple wine distributors in Chicago to just find the perfect fit for the shop. And and it's a pleasure of mine to do that. It's really exciting, and that's the joy of the business is to scour and work with my reps and find the right fit and find wine that's in the same spirit as our business, that we're aligned together like you guys.
From the beginning to moderate bourbon drinker, or whiskey, let's not leave out the whiskeys. What would you say? Where do they jump in? If they're used to the basics, but now they're ready to step their game up. They've got that promotion, they got that job. So let's step the game up a little bit. What would you?
Or maybe the person isn't like per se a normal whiskey drinker or a bourbon drinker. Heck, not even rye. They're all vodkas and cognacs.
Yeah.
Cognacs,
So
sure.
where would you like?
So
where would you introduce them
they're
to
used to mixing, they're used to adding. So you can, if you drop some Carpano Antica vermouth or some Renomato, something like a cherry bitter, just as a floater on there with some rocks, you've got somebody who just tasted something that they never had in their life, who, really enjoyable cocktail. I mean, that is just, and it's simple. Maybe orange peel. I mean, you could maybe a dash of Campari, something like that. I mean, it's very because of the sweetness, because of the richness. It's kind of up to the mixologist to really play with it, because it's there's a lot going on.
One of our goals is to be able to show our viewers how to take their basic drinking, making a drink at home game up a notch, to do something as simple as what you said, not some 7 ingredient thing, but
And
just
also, that's interesting. That wasn't a cocktail. Like, that
Right.
was purely just like dashing some, like put salt or
Just
pepper into your drink. And
That's right.
And you sell all that stuff here, right?
We
do.
So
Yeah.
yeah. All right.
I guess you'll see on the next episode when we try to make this at home.
There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
For real.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Everybody, again, Flavio in Prentice Row Wine Shop here in the South Loop. Come by. What are your hours here?
We open at 11 and we're open till 10 p.m. So come on.
Do you deliver?
We do deliver. We deliver during the day.
During the day.
During the day into the loop. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.